am so incredibly excited to come on. First of all, I haven't been live in a while, so I'm excited to get back, and I really want to know exactly what you guys are wanting to hear from me. And hi to everyone joining, and just how I can continue to bring you the best information. Now, today I am bringing on Keith, one of the founders of Paleo Fx, and I'm so excited to have him be able to share what Paleo Fx is, why it's so key for you to go and continue to learn. I went last year, I taught last year, and it's something that really brings in the health aspect. You guys are all here to follow me and understand and learn more about your body and about health. And you have to understand that it is an entire environment that goes along with it. It is not just about physical movement, but it's also about what we're putting in our body, what we're putting in our mindset, and being able to learn from experts. So I'm so incredibly, hi to everyone joining. Thank you to be able to bring Keith on, and I'm honored to have him join. So let me get that going. Okay. Fingers crossed, it all works smoothly. Knee pain, but you love hiking exercises. Hi!
Are we there? Wow,
Yes.
check this out.
Hello, thank you for joining.
Hey, thanks for having me on, Jen. And I think I heard a little bit of the preamble, and I think you described Paleo Fx a lot better than I could. So good job.
I don't know about that. But I felt honored to be able to be there last year and teaching, and the community that you guys have cultivated and really created in that space, I think is quite incredible, and it really allows the opportunity to learn on so many different aspects of health. And the other thing that I love too, real quick, is that I had friends that were full vegan come and learn. I have friends from every aspect of health, you know, and the availability of information in order to be able to learn to so many different people, I think is truly what Paleo Fx to me brought. And on so many different scales and so many different levels, it's not just about food, but it's about gut health. It's about the industry of the medical system even, and how we're actually helping people through chronic disease. And being able to just rise this conversation, I think it was incredible. And so I thank you, you know, and I want to know more, like, can you, from your aspect, like, when did Paleo Fx become what it is, and how did you guys bring it to life?
Well, first of all, I'd like to address the vegan vegetarian question, because we get asked that all the time. You know, I'm a vegan vegetarian. Would I be welcome at Paleo Fx? Absolutely, you're welcome at Paleo Fx. We are not diet Nazis. You know, this is not a religion for us. We are about uplifting everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And specifically with the vegan vegetarian community, you know, really, we had a panel on this last year, and, you know, big surprise, we agree on 95% of the issues.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's come together on that 95%,
mm-hmm.
and then we can have an adult conversation on the 5% we don't agree with.
Mm-hmm.
But in the media, everybody picks on that 5% difference, because obviously that sells, right? The conflict sells. All of this sells. It gets people riled up. But that's not what Paleo Fx is about. Paleo Fx is about bringing people together.
Oh no, you froze.
Oh, am I back?
You're back.
Okay.
It's about bringing people together.
It's about bringing people together and finding those points of agreement.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, we are a stronger health and wellness community as a whole than we are divided into these little factions. And that's our ethos at Paleo Fx.
100%. And I love that you bring that conversation to light, and that's everything. And that's why I even, you know, get upset even when physical therapists or chiropractors are fighting over these little nuances in how they treat clients, where it's like, let's just look at the bigger picture. We're all trying to help people. And so if we're all trying to help people, let's support in the fact that we all have a common goal and we're headed to the same place, rather than fighting these egos really of what it's about, and trying to get people only to listen to you. But let's up level as a whole. Let's bring people together. Let's increase how people can get back into their bodies and become healthier, longer living individuals, and really empower people together. So I love that.
Right, and I think also you touched on a key point, and one of the reasons Paleo Fx came to be was we realized that health and wellness had a lot more to do with just diet and exercise. That's an important component, of course. It's a very important component, but to optimize a human being, there are so many other things. Mindset has to be optimized, emotional wellness, financial wellness, relational wellness, all of spiritual wellness. All of these need to be up-leveled to make for an optimal human experience. And Michelle and I are not specialists in any one area. I mean, I could call myself a strength and conditioning specialist. Michelle's specialty would be as a chef. But what we did was we had a great network, and we leaned on other people within our network to inform us in those areas that we knew needed to be upgraded, but that we didn't have any expertise in. Mm-hmm. And all we did was bring those people together and form a community, and it just kind of created itself. Yeah. And I say created itself as Michelle and the team are downstairs right now slaving away to put this show together. But really, it is the community responded. One of the hallmarks of entrepreneurship is you create a product and the customer will tell you what they want. Mm-hmm. You come to market with a minimal viable product, which we did in 2012, and the customers, the repeat attendees, have told us what they want. Mm-hmm. And so that has shifted the shape of the show to where it's unrecognizable now to where it was in 2012. Wow. Still a health and wellness show, yes. Still falls under the quote unquote paleo umbrella, yes. But it is more about optimizing the health of the individual now, mm-hmm. overall health of the individual, than it is just a paleo diet and fitness show.
Why did you guys choose to go with Paleo Fx over anything else? Because now, do you feel like that's still kind of deterring people from wanting to go?
Right. And so we had this discussion. Of course, Paleo Fx came to be because Michelle and I believed personally mm-hmm. that the paleo diet was the best diet for the broadest spectrum of people. And so in 2012, of course, we chose the paleo moniker for that. As time went on, we were concerned because we thought it was alienating people, especially vegans, vegetarians, because they were put off by that. Yeah. And we did think about rebranding. And the issue at that time, this was a couple of years ago, and the issue at that time was rebrand to what? Mm-hmm. Is it going to be Health FX? Is it going to, what's it going to be? And everything that we came up with was very watered down. Yeah. I mean, it was just too watered down. And another group of people who we have friends with are branding experts. And to an expert, they told us, you are crazy if you leave this brand. Mm-hmm. You're absolutely crazy. What you do now is you own it and you get to define it. Mm-hmm. And so we have been redefining what paleo is for the last 3 or 4 years.
Oh, I love that.
And so we have taken that on. Yeah. And it's a tough battle, right? Because there's been years and years and years of what has been considered paleo, and now we're trying to shift those tides. Just the fact of bringing in mindset and spirituality and financial health and a tribal community, all of this stuff was not part of the paleo lexicon, 10 years ago, mm-hmm. but now it is. And so we've undertaken that challenge to own the term and change the term.
Yeah. And this is a once a year event, correct?
In the US, it's a once a year event. So okay. we also do an event in London, the Health Optimization Show in London. It's more biohacking centric because that's what that community, that's what they want. And there's some reasons for that. That it's just the environment in Europe lends itself to be more biohacking centric than it is overall paleo centric. And there's a whole lot of reasons for that, I think, that are probably a discussion for another time. But that's what that demographic wanted. And again, being an entrepreneur, you ask the clients what they want. Yes. And so that's what we gave there. But awesome. Yes, once a year in Austin in April.
Yeah. And this year it's April
24th through the 26th. And if you have never been to Austin, that is the perfect time to come to Austin because the weather is generally beautiful in the spring. You'll get in here and get to see Austin before the summer hits. And people who live here can tell you that the summers can be pretty brutal.
Yeah.
So it's quite shocking during the summer.
Yeah, exactly. And how has it grown a lot since 2012 to what it is now?
It has. So it's gone from roughly 800 people in 2012, which was the first show, to last year's or this year's show, rather, the 2019 show was about 8,000. So if you could see the trajectory and the number of people, it is crazy. I got to tell you, Jen, never in our wildest dreams did we think. We were involved in other businesses before Paleo Fx, and Paleo Fx was just kind of, yeah, we'll put together a party for our best friends and kind of bring everybody together and have what we thought was going to be a mastermind type of event. And yeah, so a mastermind with 150 people or so. The first year grew into, oh my God, we've got 800 people.
Yeah.
to now we have to deal with and I say we have the pleasure of dealing with an entire expo floor with over 150 vendors, sponsors. All of these vendors all of these exhibitors rather have been vetted, and they are vetted very, very hard. So if you're having a food stuff on the Paleo Fx floor or any service, it has been vetted.
Wow.
For quality, ingredient control, all of these things. We don't let just anybody on the floor.
That's so hugely important, because I think, especially in the health and wellness industry, especially on social media, right? It's hard to understand who do I listen to and who's right and there's so much noise out there. So when you can have an event that you can trust, that the quality is going to be maintained throughout, even as it grows, like that's important. And that's important for me to be able to show up and understand that I'm speaking in a space that I feel is in alignment and is in integrity with what it's bringing to the people.
Right. One of the things that we hear feedback from families that go to Paleo Fx is they tell us it's the only show that they can just let their kids run wild on the floor, and they're okay. They're perfectly fine. Whatever they happen to sample, whatever they come across is kid friendly.
Yeah.
Because it is human consumption friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. That's amazing. And I just want to also dive into okay, so we're on here because there is a contest going on right now.
Right.
And this is really what feels like no brainer for people to if this is at all interesting to you, your health, your wellness, understanding and learning from experts. I was able to walk this space this year at the
Feels like yesterday to me.
With the top leading experts that I admire. If I get a supplement from from a company or anything, and they're asking me, to promote a brand, I am going to these people that I was walking around with at Paleo Fx and asking them, is this a good supplement? Is this something that you'd recommend? What can you tell me about the research on this or whatever it may be? Those are the type of people that are at Paleo. They're truly the experts in the fields of health and wellness on a full spectrum, and no one is judging whether you're vegan, vegetarian, no restrictions on it. And that is what I think is so incredibly important. I went to meet Joe, who did a breath workshop, and then I was on his podcast, and we've now connected even deeper on things. And so I went and I learned from other people and experts in my own field, in my own industry, and was also able to attend speaking events on speaking, not even on, he was more on entrepreneur. So, I mean, it's talking to everyone, whether you are the entrepreneur who wants to get the health and wellness word out to clients and out to the world, or you're just a person who wants to absorb it and understand it for your own body, for your own mind. It talks to everyone at this event. And that's why I think that you guys doing this giveaway right now, which ends December 16th. So there's only a little bit more time to be able to get in. But in order to win 2 VIP badges, that's huge. Airfare.
And air flight.
Yeah, airfare and accommodation. It's a no-brainer, truly.
Somebody is going to be very, very happy on the 16th, because this is, first of all, the VIP ticket is a big deal.
Yeah.
So the VIP ticket allows you to rub elbows with people like yourself, Jen. It allows the VIP ticket holders kind of hang out in the same areas the speakers hang out.
Yeah.
Right. And it's a cool lounge. It's a very cool area set aside, especially for the VIPs and the speakers. And to be able to win that, and to be able to win too, to bring a friend, you know, a significant other, a friend or whatever, have your air flight paid. Yeah, we think it's a really, really good deal. It's exciting. It's exciting for us because the people who win are always so jacked.
Yeah.
And it's fun to see them at the show. They're just, you know, flying high. But yeah, it's a very, very simple contest to enter. You just enter, and the more shares, the more you share the contest, the more points you accumulate. The more points you accumulate, the higher you move up in the rankings, and the better chance you have.
Yeah, for
So
sure. And
share it around.
link that up in my story. So as soon as we're done with this, I will have the link for you guys to just be able to swipe up and go to it and check it out, and be able to enter. That's as simple as it is. Enter so that you have the opportunity to win. And I always say that it doesn't matter how big your audience, your influence, anything, we're all influencing our own environment around us, whether you're a mom, an aunt, a brother, like no matter who you are in life, we're all influencing people. And so if you put yourself in the space where you can now start to learn, and you want to bring someone along with you who you also want to just start to open the mindset around health and what it takes to actually be healthy from all levels. Like I always say, again, if I'm treating someone in pain, I cannot just look at that pain spot, and I cannot just treat from a symptom. I treat from a whole environment, because it truly matters what's happening mentally, emotionally, and what you're putting within your body as well, in order to then get to the pain and the inflammation and whatever is happening in that one body area as a physical therapist. So in order for you to be able to then influence beyond you, like it takes you putting yourself in the space and bringing someone else with you and sharing it for people. I think that I always love when people share my challenges or share other things that they're doing, because it gives you an opportunity to influence the direct people that are around you. And that is what holds you accountable and makes you actually live in this healthy environment, this healthy space, is if other people around you are doing it as well. So it's amazing, Keith. And
yeah, and we always say, Jen, and you know this as a coach, and I know this as a coach, that what we say is one thing, but what we are and what we do, that is what matters. And that is really what people see.
Yeah.
Right? They see your actions, they see how you walk, how you talk, how you live, how healthy you are. That is what sells, and that's what motivates people to want to be like you, to want to be healthy. And toward that end, the more people we can get to Paleo Fx, the more people we influence through them. And I can tell you, being on the floor at Paleo Fx is amazing, because that is human health and human optimization times 8,000. And you just see them everywhere. Not to say that you have to be at the top of your game to come to Paleo Fx, right? Because we want everybody. Everybody starts somewhere. Everybody has a journey. Everybody's got to take the first step. And whether it's your first step or your 100,000th step, you're welcome at Paleo Fx, and you will learn something there for sure.
Yes, 100%. And I mean, again, it's like stimulation overload too. I mean, there's so many ways and things that you can learn, whether it's from movement, because there's movement classes, or whether it's walking the floor and trying out some of the food, talking to some of the companies and what they're doing. And a lot of the companies are very open to sharing where their journey is and how they created the product that they're showing and sampling right now. So it's such an amazing environment just to continue to go to different biohackers, the equipment that's there, the food, the speakers. It's just, there's a topic for everyone, no matter where you're at, to be able to learn and create this environment. And you're going to meet amazing. It's impossible not to meet people. They're everywhere, right? There's so many people. It's everywhere. And even like, I remember being out there, and you guys have the seating outside even set up. You can go bask in the sun and relax for a little bit. You've got movement classes outside and inside. You've got, there's just such a variety and an amazing environment to just learn from truly experts. These are people that I learn from. These are people that I, want to be around. And so if I'm learning from them, you definitely want to be in the room with these people.
Right. The number one complaint we get, Jen, every year from Paleo Fx, there's so much going on, I can't see it all.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay, well, we'll take that complaint. I think
Yeah.
I think if that's the biggest complaint we have, we'll take that one.
100%.
Right. No, we want people engaged, we want people busy, and you're right that the venue that is here in Austin that we hold the event is it's just south of the river. It's on a big park. Downtown Austin's just on the other side of the river. It's a beautiful venue, and it's a perfect setup. And yes, by the end of 3 days, you will probably be totally overwhelmed and overstimulated, but we think that's a good trade-off.
It's 100%. And it just, again, you have the opportunity to go outside, bask in the sun,
Right.
take a minute to reconnect and absorb what information you need to, or go talk to someone you just met and step outside for a little bit and then come back in when you're ready. I mean, there's so much opportunity to learn, and why not go explore Austin, Texas too? It's a really cool place. So it gives you an opportunity to go. I have friends that are moving there now. That's where I met my boyfriend, was at a physical therapy conference in Austin. It's a cool environment, and it's just a no-brainer for me, truly. And I appreciate what you guys have created and cultivated, the level of experts that you guys have. Like, that's massive respect for you guys, because you truly do have the best of the best there speaking. And that is not something that you see all the time. Like, you'd have to go to so many different events in order to get that level of expertise and that amount of expertise in one place. So the fact that you guys have pulled it all into one place, like, that's pretty massive. And
I'll tell you, Jen, one of the biggest heartaches we have every year is there's only so many slots to speak at Paleo Fx, which means we have to turn people away, and we have to turn people away who are incredibly talented and have incredible information to share. So if there's a downside to running this event, that would be it, that we have to tell people no, who could speak anywhere else and are qualified to speak anywhere else.
Yeah.
But there's just so many slots, and unless we start running this more than a 3-day show, which eventually it will be, we can see that happening. But for right now, it's still a 3-day show, and it's only 24 hours in a day, unfortunately.
Yeah. But you guys, you do your best. I think you have so many different stages and panels and things for people to go and have the opportunity to learn from so many different people. And it's great.
And we are super stoked to have you this year, Jen, again.
Thank you.
This will be so cool. Yes, so cool.
I'm so honored, because, again, the level of expertise that you guys bring in, the fact that I get to be a part of that, it's an honor to be in that space.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
So I'm excited. I'm going to share the link so that you guys can get the VIP within my stories. Definitely check it out in my stories. I've already sent it out to my email, so hopefully if you're not on my email list, you should be, because you find out about all this cool stuff. But thank you so much, Keith. Is there anything else that you think people need to know and hear in order to feel this passion that we both have for Paleo Fx?
Well, I would say coming to Paleo Fx is a no-brainer, like you said, but I would extend it out to a week, because you really, take some time off, invest in your health and wellness, come to a very, very cool city. It is a vortex of health and wellness here in Austin.
Yeah.
And coming in the spring, take some time, enjoy the city. There are so many awesome places to eat here in the city. There's so much to do, and really, you really want to make a week of it and come to Paleo Fx and enjoy.
Yeah, 100%. Learn, enjoy, take the time for your health and your mind and your body. It's a place that you can go do that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Keith. This was a great, just being able to connect with you more and being able to share this information out for people. I'm honored to be able to bring this. This is my whole journey, is about empowering people back into their health and wellness and being able to live longer within their bodies. So you're providing a platform for me to continue to do that and continue to spread my message. So thank you. Thank you for coming on and telling people what Paleo Fx is, why you brought it to life, and how it's continued to grow and expand. It's incredible.
Thank you very much, Jen. Cannot wait to see you in Austin in April.
I'm excited. All right. Have a good day.
All right. Bye-bye.
Alrighty, that was amazing. If you missed any of that, go back and watch it in the beginning, because we definitely talked about what Paleo Fx is, why it's come to life, how it's come to life. And hi to all my friends that came in and Nicole. You know, I wouldn't be speaking on this. I wouldn't have gone last year if I didn't believe in it. I don't put myself in places that I don't believe in. I don't put myself in places where I don't feel in alignment with what they're talking about or showing or speaking about. I don't do that. I only put myself in a place where I know that I can learn, I can benefit, and that I know the information that is being brought forth is good information, well-researched information by true experts. There's so much noise on this platform. How do you know who to listen to? A lot of people are telling you the one way, the one thing. Paleo Fx is not about the one thing. It's not just about paleo. It's about health. It's about overall health and wellness. And so if there is an opportunity for you guys to go and learn, this is the event. I'm telling you, I don't know of another event where there's this many experts, this many stages, this much information is available for you to move through and learn from, and like top experts, guys, top experts. It's the place to be. I'm so excited to go back. I'm so honored to be able to speak. And it was pivotal. Yes. Such a great event. So again, go to my stories. I'm going to share the link. So easy for you to just swipe up, get involved, get the VIP badge, and be able to win, be able to bring a friend. So I am just so honored, so blessed. This week, I want to be coming on more. I will be coming on more. I want to be pulling people in from you guys. So I want to hear from you guys. What is your pain point? What is happening within your body? And let's talk about it. Let's talk about it live. Let's get people to understand their bodies a little bit better based on what you're going through in your own body. And I'll talk about some of the struggles that have come up for me and how I'm working around things, especially around the holidays, right? We eat all the things. It's easy to get off course. Your family, you have so much happening. So let's talk about all the things this week. But for right now, get in on this contest, win an opportunity to come, airfare paid for, accommodations, the VIP badges, 2 of them for you and someone else. So it's just a no-brainer. From Italy, so far away. But yes, from Italy, if you have an opportunity to win and you get your airfare paid for and you get your hotel and accommodations paid for, no-brainer. So anyone, come, enjoy, learn, and get involved. I am so incredibly excited. Thank you again for Keith for coming on. And I'm feeling passionate. I'm feeling thrilled. This is going to be a good week. I feel it. All right, guys. Let me know. Slide into my DMs if you have more questions. And I'm so excited to, just be able to continue to spread the good word, get you moving, get you feeling good within your body. That is always my goal. So, hey.